everyone, welcome back to the Raw Reviews channel, and today we're taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Bond Forger with Anya from SpyxFamily. Looking at the front of the box, it looks incredible. This is a very large box compared to the other ones that we've opened up here on the channel. But as you can see, you get the figures right here and the accessories shown in the window. You get their names, the S.H.Figuarts logo right here printed on the window. You also get some little glam shots of the characters, the Bandai logo up here, the Tamashii Nation sticker, and some other logos down here. On the side, you get their name and a little picture of Bond. And then here in the back, you do get some other visuals of the figures, some other shots right here, their names. On the bottom, you do get some other pictures right there. And here's the top of the box. But I'll go ahead and open up and see what's inside. Taking out the tray, I'll put it right here. On this side tab, you do get some instructions, as you can see right here, of where you place the joints and the characters with their stands. And here he is out of the box. And looking at him up close, he's so adorable. Look at this. He's very enormous in size, but it is crazy the amount of detail they put on him. It looks like, he's straight from the anime. And of course, like I usually do, I guess I'll start from top to bottom. Looking at the head, it's not too bad. I love the overall look of the head sculpt. Of course, he does have printing right here with these little beady eyes of his. The overall amount of quality is very nice, and it is really cool. His jaw actually moves up and down, so that's a really neat feature. Of course, you can see he does have his teeth and a little tongue right there. He has a black nose right there, as you can see, and he does have two individual joints right here at the neck. So one is for the head. You move it up and down, around. This collar piece is separate, and this connects with the bow tie right here. But yeah, as you can see, the articulation isn't that bad. Looking at the front legs, of course you can see it has a really nice, joint right here on both of the front arms. Really, really cool. I love how there is like a butterfly joint, so you get tons of movement, no problems or issues there. I like this shading that goes down here at the paw. And speaking of the paws, the front paws actually move. They have a ball joint on each of them, so that is really nice to see. Looking at the main body, there is no joints, so that is something to note. This whole piece is a solid piece for the front, or the major portion of the body. There is no joints at all, but it is really cool. And then of course we'll demonstrate right up here. You can sit Anya on top of him, and there is a stand which goes under his belly. But looking at the hind legs, they do have the same amount of articulation, as you can see. Unfortunately, this is interesting. The paws do not move on the back legs, and then there isn't like a butterfly joint here around the back legs either, so that is something to note. And lastly, looking at the tail does have a ball joint, so you can move it, around all the way, as you can see. Very nice. And now we'll take a look at Anya here. So as you can see, we have Anya in her like at home sort of like clothing. As you can see, she has a black dress with the little white bow in the front. Overall, a really nice character design. And what's unique about this one is this mold is, for the purposes of sitting down most of the time. So the legs do go out into a full-on split right there, as you can see. The legs do go into a sitting position most of the time, pretty much, because you cannot go all the way down. It isn't meant for like standing up, things like that. but you do get the same amount of quality like the other figures. And then really cool, I was just seeing this, the hairline and the faceplates are removable. So for instance, using the other faceplates you get with the Anya figures, you can then place it on there and change up the faces like that. But yeah, for the faceplate that it does come with, it is a really neat, sort of addition. If you have other Anya figures, things like that. Of course, there is the same type of deal. You do get printing in the eyes. She is sort of like blushing right here, printing in the eyebrows, and then she has a wide smile. And then articulation is the same. You do get the same amount of articulation, just the same way. She does also come with hand accessories, which we'll look at in a minute. But yeah, elbow goes up and down. And then of course we did look at the legs. But yeah, looking at the hand accessories, you do get 3 additional pairs. So there is some pointing gestures, like an open pair, and then some fists. So to change out a hand accessory, you just want to take off the hand off the peg just like that, and then you can place it on there. It is very small. It always scares me trying to work with these hands because the joints are so, fragile. But there's just sort of pointing gesture. Up next, we'll look at Bond's interchangeable thighs right here. So here are the interchangeable thighs. It's very unique. I've never seen this, type of accessory on a figure before, but the main purpose is, of course, for him to sit down. So to place him on the figure, you just take it off just like that, off the peg. They do have, thankfully, like some shapes here to sort of like set it in place. And as you can see, it's very solid once it's on there. Again, with this thigh, just take it off the peg, match it up with the like shape right here on the peg. Once it's on there, it clicks right in, and there you go. As you can see, it fits really well because now he's like in the sitting position, and you can do all types of different poses with him now. So that's a really big plus. And lastly, we'll look at this stand accessory. The stand comes in 2 parts, so all you want to do is just place it in there just like that. Easily goes in, and as you can see, it's a clear stand, and it has like this sort of like increase or like indenture, and that's to place it underneath his body just like that, and I'll show you how to place it. So once you place him on the stand, you can put him in like different poses just like this one. And as you can see right there, Anya sits down very comfortably on his back. But it is so cool. I love this like little detail where, you can do him in like poses where he's running or doing an activity. It just really brings the figure all together. So that was an overview of the figures. Honestly, it's really cool. Like, if you have, the rest of the family, like Lloyd and Yor, this brings it all together. So having Bond in your collection is something that you're definitely going to want. Another thing I want to point out was the general price tag of the figure. Bond ended up costing about $71, but usually for a bigger figure, of course, they usually run around like 40, 60. But yeah, that is the price I paid. I would like if the back legs did have some more mobility to them, but overall, it is a really decent figure. And not to mention, but it is a really neat addition having sort of like an exclusive Anya as well, where it's able to sit down properly, things like that. So having her tag along is really neat. But I am going to leave it here and say if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. And like the content you see here on the channel so far, be sure to subscribe. And be sure to follow me on my Instagram page. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. I'll catch you all on the next one.